Hey Flosstube, this is Kate, the Queen of Starts, and it is Thursday. I almost said Wednesday, it's not Wednesday. It's Thursday, May 5th. And I know, I have been awful. I just have not, wake up computer. I have just not been real good about updating my channel. It's just terrible. I have been, anyway, I missed y'all. Let's just go with that. You don't need to know the garbage around here. And my life, and yeah, stitchy stuff. Let's talk stitchy stuff. Wish it wasn't so dark. I could open the blinds. Let me open the blinds, because, you know, this light bugs me. It doesn't bug you, but it bugs me. That kind of sort of didn't really help, but that's okay. You can hear my neighbor. He's mowing the grass. I had to bring the dogs in. 2.5 years here, and my dog still hates the neighbor. Anyway, hi, how are you? So, Mania started. Yay! I'm excited. I'm excited. Although, here's the really funny thing. Here's the really funny thing for all of you doing Mania. I have just loved seeing your comments and your posts and your videos. I'll be watching Mania videos till October, but I have just loved the excitement, because here's one little thing about the Year of Starts, which I love. Well, I don't love what I'm going to say, but I love the Year of Starts. You don't get excited about a new start. I mean, you do, but you don't. You know, because everybody's so excited about Mania, and I'm like, it's okay. It is really cool, and I'm excited about the projects I picked, but it's just more starts for me. So anyway. I thought that was funny. But I have so loved reading everybody's posts and watching the videos. And I thought I was doing really well. The other day I watched 4 videos in one day. And then I added 6 more to my feed. So, yeah. Alright. One day I'll get caught up. Yeah, right. I won't. It's okay. It's a good problem. I love having videos to watch. So I've got my computer here. And it keeps going to sleep. Still using my phone to record. But I know I have not answered anybody's questions yet. And thank you all for your comments and your questions and your likes and your subscribing and your all of that. I love it. I got something for you somewhere in this video when I remember it. Maybe I should say it now so I don't forget. Anyway, so I have, of course, lots and lots of things to show you, because it's been like 3 weeks. So anyway, let's get started. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you have lots of stitchy stuff, because I'm going to talk for quite a while. So anyway, let's get to the questions. I'm just going to start from like the most recent and just go back, because I got the thing up on the computer. I have no idea how to record on my computer. No idea. I barely know how to do it on the phone. Anyway, Santos Rivera asked, how do you go about taking a series of, let's say, Christmas cottages, and you wanted to stitch them all on one piece of fabric? How would you calculate for that? I am really not the best person to ask about that. Katie, the Stash Queen, is much better. She does all kinds of really cool little charts, series, all on one piece of fabric. My thing is, if it's not already charted for me, or if the dimensions don't line up perfectly, my OCD just goes, and I stress, and I'd rather stitch them individually. Now, my Santa's Village is currently all on one piece, but Country Cottage Needleworks did all the measuring for that, and I still screwed it up. So I'm sorry. I wish I could answer that one. But I would honestly just say, figure up the height and the width of all of your charts. Figure out how you want to lay them on the fabric. Add it all together. Add all of your widths together. Add a few stitches in between each one if you want space between them. Add your inches on the sides, and then do the same for your height. That's the best I can come up with. If they're all different numbers, then you have to figure out how you want to lay them out. It's like I said, I try not to do that if they don't have the exact same dimensions, because it makes me itchy. So, Katie the Stash Queen, check with her. Okay, next up, I saw it. There it is. By the way, Emma Johnstone, I loved your comment. That was too cute. My last video, I was asking if there were sheep in Scotland, because I knew you had furry cows. And Yes, those are actually called Highland cattle. Furry cows. That's awesome. I loved it. Anyway, Button Addict, also known as Monique. Hey, she's my fibro sister. Asked, do you plan to get the new pooping unicorn minder with the toilet paper? I'm not sure. I saw that. I haven't decided yet. I might. Because there are two, not the pooping unicorn chart that I'm doing right now, but there are two charts on Etsy of pooping unicorns, and one has toilet paper and one doesn't. So I have the minder that doesn't. Maybe I need the minder that has the toilet paper. I don't know. I might need to order that. I think Erica has that. All right. Also, where do you buy your magnets to make your minders? My itty bitty tiny magnets I buy from Harbor Freight Tools. They are perfect for all the little buttons and all the little things you make minders out of. And my big magnets, which I am totally out of, I have to place an order. I order from CMS Magnetics. So I'll try to remember. I've been bad about links too. I'll try to remember to put a link. I should have a piece of paper right here writing it down, which I don't. But you know. So that's where I ordered my last set. It was fabulous. They had a really good deal too. It was something like, I don't remember. It was really good. I remember I ordered 102 because if it was over 100 magnets, you got some better discount. I think I only paid like $20 or $25 for that. Anyway, they were really good. They are good magnets. Anyway, Beverly Evanger asked, okay, I know she had a question. Hi, Beverly. That's the wrong comment. Doesn't have a question with it. Anyway, have not heard the Drunken Scotsman song yet, Miss Beth McGuire, but I will. I need to. Okay. Let's see what are other questions. Oh, Yasmin Aguilar, I'm sorry if I butchered that, had asked, did you know that in the UK, the book Outlander is called Cross Stitch? I had heard that when I first started doing research on Outlander, because I didn't know what it was before the Stitch Along started, that came up, and it said Cross Stitch. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I'm still ahead on the episodes. I'm trying to get caught up in my book. So trying not to get too far ahead. There we go. Wendy Davis asked, you mentioned you put your whips in alphabetical order for your rotation. Do you keep them in a box or a bookshelf or what? I would show you, but I can't actually lift the containers. Right now, it's not ideal. I'd rather them be in smaller boxes. But right now I have them all in 2 totes. They're maybe that long and that wide and that tall. I know they're 16.5 gallon totes. I was trying to remember the quarts and I can't remember, and that's terrible. I do teach math. Anyway, but that's what I have them in, is I have A through L. I have a preschooler to teach here soon too, and I watched Sesame Street today. A through L in one tote and M through Z in the other, but they are getting very full. So I'm about to transfer to a third one, which I really don't want to do because they're kind of big. So I'd like to transfer all of them into the smaller square boxes that I have my kitted starts in. I can dream, right? So that's where I have them. So they're all in alphabetical order, and I just, I pop open the tote and pull the next one out, or when I put my starts in, I, tuck them in alphabetically. That's my OCD talking. Should have brought my mouse in here. I don't like this little touchpad thing. Jamie Lynn Moore had asked where I got my Cherished Teddy Bear book. I'm pretty sure she was asking about the Cherished Teddies Around the World. I think that's what it's called. Yes. Cherished Teddies Around the World book. I think I got it on Stash Unload. But it is an older book. I've seen it on eBay before. I even saw it on Etsy once from an individual seller. And I just kept looking for it for a decent price. And I snagged it because it was one I've wanted for a long time. So that's where I got it. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going back a month. All right, here's what I'm going to do so y'all don't have to just sit there and twiddle your thumbs and stitch. Oh, that's fun too. I'd like to see someone twiddle their thumbs and stitch at the same time. Anyway, if you have a question, please ask it again. Please forgive me for not answering it sooner, and try me again. So, because I may have forgotten anyway. So that's that. Close that. I should tell the teenager I'm done with the computer, but she's supposed to be doing her reading right now anyway. So, the little one's sleeping. Well, maybe. She likes to play quietly. Almost 2. She's almost 2 in a couple of weeks. All right, so I got my piles all ready. Here they are. Oh, I am starting off with starts. Yay! I'm actually not the yay girl. Katie the Stash Queen's the yay girl. But apparently I'm the yay girl today. It's been a good day. Anyway, so I'm going way back till the middle of April. Because that was the last time I did a video. That sounds terrible. It's like 3 weeks. Okay, so the last thing I had shown you was the Erica Michaels chart. I'm so glad so many of you have downloaded them and started them. It's such a cool series. I really enjoyed it. I was getting kind of tired of starting the alphabet, but I've worked on a couple of them since then, or one of them anyway, and I really do like it. I'm so glad everybody's going to try it out. So the last one I had shown you was M. So up next was N is for Nightingale. This is on the 28 count. Monaco, that is more like oatmeal than antique white like it says. And it's also the Norwich stitch. Careful how you say that. Alright, that must have been on a Saturday because I have an alphabet here afterwards. So, because I started letters in April during the week and alphabets on Sundays. Oh, I didn't bring my other finishes in. Next time. Anyway, so the day after I started Down Home ABCs by Jean Farish. Sorry, that's black and white. But it's really cute. Very, very cute. And it was kind of funny haha for me, is I started it and I couldn't, it looked like there was a dot as the symbol for one of the colors. And I'm checking the legend and there's nothing for a dot. So it was a PDF I bought off of Jean Farish's Etsy store. So I contacted her and asked her about it. And she was so sweet, she got right back to me and said, well, there's not really a dot on the chart, that's an E. And she suggested I reprint it. And I actually pulled it up on the computer and I was like, oh, she's right. I knew she was right, but I'm just saying, I just thought it was funny for me. I was like, oh, my computer really did make that a dot instead of an E. So if you buy it, be careful with your printer and check your symbols. I think that was the only one I had trouble with. Anyway, Down Home ABCs is on 14 count white Aida, which let me tell you, this felt huge after working all those little squares. It's not really that big, but there it is. This is going to say Nantucket Lightship Baskets. So just did quite a bit of the back stitching there. And I have my silver needle. That's not a needle. What is that? That's a pair of scissors. I love when the fiber fog is so thick. I love it. Okay. Scissors. I have my scissors needle minder from Nifty Needle Nannies. That's probably where the needle was coming from. That and Silver Needle in Oklahoma. I get my charts from. Hi, how are you? Oh, if I drank, I could say I've been drinking, but no, I don't. And not at 11:30 in the morning. All right, next up was O is for Owl from Erica Michaels. Same 28 count fabric there. And, of course, O is for Owl, my favorite. And the oblong rice stitch. That one looks fun. Most of these I thought actually looked really fun. And I love the fact she gives wonderful picture tutorials and directions on how to do the stitches. A couple of them scare me, make me a little nervous. But it's okay. I can do it. Next up was P is for Pineapple. Same fabric. And also for the periwinkle stitch. That makes me a little nervous. Never tried couching before, so you kind of make the stitch as you would a couched stitch. I understand the concept, but, you know, actually doing it. Okay. Next up is Thread Everywhere. Woohoo! Q is for Queen. Love it. There was very little purple in the chart, and I said it needed more purple, so. And it's also the Queen stitch. So, excuse me. All right. R is for Radish. Was on 28 count tea-dyed Monaco. I know that came, or Lugana. Can't remember if it's Monaco or Lugana. By Charles Craft, I think. Got it at Hobby Lobby. Anyway, there's the R. I love this, though. This brown is my go-to for a lot of charts that have a lot of white in them, and I want to do it on 28 count. I usually get that. This is the running stitch. That one I've done. I'm glad R didn't scare me, because I was like, oh, I know the running stitch. Because S scares me. Yeah, S scares me. I can do it. I really can. So S is for sheep. See, sheep. And this is on cream linen. I have no idea where it came from. And the spider web roses. Yeah, and that's all, I mean, that's the picture. And I kind of get what she's talking about to weave it around and around, I think. That one scares me because I'm like, ooh, I'm not too confident about that one. My sheep might not have spider web roses on them. We'll see. Okay, T. And then T was a nice easy one. So I said, okay, I can breathe. Anyway, T is for tulip on a table. That's that antique white that looks like oatmeal. And it's also for the tent stitch, which I do all the time, but I don't do it the proper way. I just do it half stitches on a lot of my heights. But there isn't actually a proper way of doing it where you put the needle in certain directions and certain ways. And so I'll try to do it the proper way when I actually work on that. Next up must have been a Sunday. Oh, that's right. I remember. This was Sunday the 24th. Because in Stitch Mania, it was Purple Haze Day. So I started this on purpose on that day so I would have something purple to stitch on for my start. This is Kawaii ABC Sampler. All food is cuter with eyes and a mouth. I love kawaii anything. So, but this is from Play-Doh Squirrel on Etsy. So cute. And I'm doing this on 14 count Ada in Smoke Tone. Oh, and thank you to Monique for letting me know that Hirschner sells the Smoke Tone. So I need to order some from there. So I did my R there in purple for the day. And I love this. I love it. It's my Gingy needle minder. I got that from Nifty Needle Nannies. I was really surprised. He's a lot bigger than I thought he was. So I was pleasantly surprised by him. He's so adorable. I may need another one just because he's that cute. All right. Coming to the end of the alphabet. I really was bittersweet about finishing the alphabet. So, U is for umbrella on that same 28 count. Antique white / oatmeal. I hear a little girl talking and she's supposed to be sleeping. This is the upright cross stitch. Hold still. So that looks pretty easy. Looks pretty cool. All right. After that, oh sure, I just had a snack and my stomach's growling. Just ate. All right, was V is for floss. Don't put red floss on a red bedspread. V is for Valentine. Same fabric. And the vertical elongated Smyrna stitch. Yeah. So that's cool. I like Smyrna stitches. Smyrna. I don't know. I like them. I think that was the first one I learned to do. Next up, W is for whale. And I wrote it down, but this is that brand new DMC color that I just love. It's such a pretty blue. Ooh. I may use this for a project. I need a blue like this. Hey. Anyway, this is on the cream linen, and W is for whale and the Williamsburg stitch. All right, the last one, she has 3 letters on one chart. So X, Y, and Z is all together. Same 28 count fabric. Let me get all my threads here. I wanted to do a letter of each, so got threads everywhere. So there's X, Y, and Z, and X is for X-ray, Y is for yo-yo, Z is for zipper, and the X is for just the standard cross stitch, but Y is for the fly stitch, and Z is for the zigzag stitch. You did not see the chart. There it is. All right, and that completed the alphabet. Yay! I was very excited for that. I was. I know it's weird, but I honestly don't like knowing what project I'm going to work on the next day. And I knew for the whole month what I was going to work on. So I didn't like that. I like just reaching in the box and pulling. I mean, I know what I'm starting this month, but I have no idea what order. And so, yeah, no, I like some mystique in that. So after that, I started a couple of May charts. It was almost May, so I started a couple May charts. This is the May Calendar Girl from Little House Needleworks. And I'm stitching her on 14 count pink fiddler. Working on her skirt. And I have a little blingy heart needle minder from Nifty Needle Nannies. And yes, I was very happy to go back to my needle minders on every project. I actually had needle minders planned for the alphabet from Erica Michaels, but I ran out of magnets. I have an old Scrabble set that never gets used, so I was going to take the Scrabble tiles and put magnets on them and put the appropriate letter with the appropriate chart. I need to get magnets. So I will go back and put needle minders on those when I get the magnets. All right, after that, I started the May Year in Chalk. And this is on 14 count black Ada. And I'm using the Called For Mistletoe by Dental Arts. And I'll be using, all the white on these is going to be B5200 instead of the chalk from Dental Arts. I just tied my floss in a knot. That took talent. No, can't really see it because it's black. Yeah, you still can't see it. Kinda, sorta. There's leaves there. You can see my bunnies. I got Bunny Peeps needle minder from, I think that one was from this Nifty Needle Nannies. Don't quote me on that, but I think so. Don't have that note in front of me. Anyway, so that was April. All right. Then Mania started. Yay. So my Mania starts. I am still sticking with my original plan. I know, right? I didn't change it. of 31 starts from my magazines. Now, of course, I started thinking, shouldn't do that. I contemplated doing 2 a day, every day. I was like, maybe. I didn't really have it planned out. So, I've done 2. I did 2 yesterday. So I think my plan for the rest of the month is just going to be, if I feel like doing a second or third or whatever in one day, I will. If I don't, I won't. So we'll see. I have no idea what number we'll end up with by the end of the month. I did not bring the chart to show you. Oh, it's in the box underneath it. All right, hold on. You're going for a ride. You're sitting on the box of Kitted Starts, so sorry. Not trying to give you motion sickness. I'm going to put you down right here, and you can look at that bag, and you'll get to see what's in it in just a minute. Close. Just in case you want to see it and the rest of my mess. There's the box. So, I know, black box. Hard to see. Eep. Sorry. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay, so the first 2 were from, I have quite a few kitted for this magazine, so I've got stuff everywhere. Okay, that works. I still don't know where it's from. There it is. Okay, this is the Holiday, stop it, 2015 Cross Stitch and Needlework. Has, so many adorable charts. I have a lot of Christmas stuff I'm starting this month, which is okay. I like Christmas. Anyway, so, yep, this is what I did. Okay, so these 4 charts here are by Ursula Michael. And I will be starting all 4 of them, but my very first one was Gold Bells, number 1, the little round bells. And that is on, sure, stick together, 28 count antique white Lugana, I think. Charles Craft, could be Monaco. I think it's Lugana though. I don't know. Anyway, pretty fabric. So there it is. Little bit of a start. I did not get much done, and I was having a hard time reading the chart, but that was me, not the chart. So, and I have my Christmas Jack needle minder from, yeah, I don't remember where I got him from. That's terrible. I really don't. I can't remember if I got him from Minding My Minders or from Nifty Needle Nannies. Don't remember. Anyway, that was the first one, and Gold Bells number 2, whenever I start it, will be on the same fabric. Not the same one, but the same kind of fabric. Second one I started was the Silver Bells number 1, and number 2 will be on the same kind of fabric too whenever I start it. So this is on 28 count Dove Gray Monaco. There it is. And I have my Christmas Minion needle minder from Nifty Needle Nannies. I think. Could be Minding My Minders. Should really bring my minder notes out. Oh, alright, so back in the bag. Don't worry, I won't subject you to another road trip. Put that back in the box. I'll do that later. Okay, up next, Start 3 for Mania was from Cross Stitch Gold, issue 52. This is the January-February 2016 issue, and I did the cover piece. Snow Fairy by Joan Elliott. Gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. I bought this magazine for that chart. And I imagine there's some other pretty charts in this magazine, but I haven't even looked, because that's what I wanted to do. So she is on 28 count white fabric. So I have a little bit of a, it kind of looks like a mermaid's tail, but it's a little bit of the ribbon on her dress. And I have my Olaf needle minder from Minding My Minders. So next up was May the 4th. And I grew up with the original 3 Star Wars movies. And I think I saw episode 1. Didn't see the ones after that. I really want to see the new one. But I started a chart that I don't have a picture to show you because it's on my phone. But it's the Clouds Factory Star Wars alphabet. So I love it. And I'm stitching this on 22 count Ada in Moon Glory from Fabrics by LJ. Ta-da! As soon as I saw it, I was like, I know what that's for. So, and I'm stitching this 1/1 because I've determined that with my tension, 2/1 is too bulky on 22 count for me. So I'm stitching this 1/1 full stitches, and there's, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his name, but it's the little N guy, the little like arms dealer. So tiny little start on him, and I have my Yoda needle minder from Nifty Needle Nannies. I had that planned out for a while. I had the perfect fabric, I had the perfect needle minder. I ordered Yoda a while back. So, now to keep up my magazine trend, I did a second start yesterday. So other than the alphabet, I also started Patchwork Garden from the fall 2015 issue of Cross Stitch and Needlework. And there it is. So pretty. I love it. But let me tell you something. Do it on 28 count. Because there are a lot of corner stitches. I'm doing it on 28 count. And I'm so glad I am. Heck, I even figured out that it was actually easier for me to do the full crosses of each color and then go back and do the quarters, because otherwise I was losing my spot. There's so many. So, but there's the start of it. The center flower going. And I have my Mary Poppins needle minder from True North Needle Minders. Alright, and then today I started my first Teresa Wentzler. Yay! There I am, I'm the yay girl today. I don't know why. Katie, I'm stealing your thing. Anyway, I started Noah's Ark. Gorgeous. Love it. Scares the jelly beans out of me because, oh yeah, lots of specialty stitches. I mean, the animals are stitched over one, which doesn't scare me, but all the specialty stitches. And then, you know, I actually think I worked on it for about, most of my starts get 30 minutes. This one I think I worked on it for about 35 or 40 because I wanted to finish the letter I had started. This is on 28 count antique white fabric. And I got the letter E done. But that little E, each of those letters in the sampler in the middle has 3 different colors of blue, and it's fully backstitched. So, yeah, I did that. And I have a Lisa Frank multicolor leopard from Minding My Minders. I think I got that in her clearance sale when it was Jeannie's group. Kelly is doing a fabulous job with it, so it's in good hands. So those are all my starts. I know I never showed y'all my starts for March. If you really want to at this point, let me know and I'll dig them out. But otherwise, you'll see them when they come up, because I don't even remember anymore. I mean, it's on my notes, but I don't remember. Okay, so let's move on to whips. These are in no particular order. Tried to keep them kind of sort of in order, but then I just gave up. So I'll just show you all the stuff I've worked on in the last 3 weeks. Some of these I know when I worked on them because they went with specific sales for specific months. In Stitch Mania, there was the April Showers Bring May Flowers sal, and I got a lot done on Flowering Crown by Just Nan. When I started I think I stitched on this for a little over a week. It was a full week, and then it got like an extra day for Purple Haze. I think it's probably going to come out again for some other color days. This is on 28 count glass blue fabric. Okay, so you see all that. I had just a little bit of the crown stitched up here. So I finished the 2 colors on the crown. I did a bunch of the flowers. I did a bunch of the green there. So yeah, I got a lot done on that. This is really fun to stitch. So, and I have my crown needle minder from Brenda's Minders. So, when I switched projects, for that sale, I switched to Cute Flowers. This is it was a free design when I got it. You can still get it. It's from Daily Cross Stitch. Love them. So totally worth the 10 bucks. Well, I think I got it for 10 bucks for the year. I think it might be 20 normally. But so worth it because there's a lot of really cute charts. There's a lot of times I don't like the charts they come out with, but there's a lot of times I do. So anyway, this is Cute Flowers, and I'm just doing this on a little scrap of fabric. Ooh, I remember a question I saw that I didn't answer, and I forget who asked it, but I remember the question. The question was, what is the name of the fabric I get from Mo's sale? Mo doesn't have names for her fabrics, and I know the Fabric of the Month pieces are not available for purchase after the month, and the purple fabric specifically that someone had asked about that I'm stitching my Magical Creatures calendar on, I bought it. That was my first piece of fabric I bought from Mo's sale last year. So I don't think it's on the website anymore. It was just, I went to her 14 count Ada and it was purple and I bought it. So you can ask her about it, but it doesn't have a name. It's just a 14 count purple Ada. It might have a number on it, but I've gotten rid of the tag, so I don't remember. Sorry. But anyway, that reminded me. This is just a little scrap of fabric from Mo's sale. This is 28 count Monaco. This was one of her Fabric of the Month pieces. So this chart, let me tell you about this chart. When you pull it up, it's called Cute Flowers. It's just 3 little flowers in a row, solid colors, and there's a little border at the top and bottom. And when I first saw it, I said, oh, that's cute. And then my brain started working. A miracle, I know. And I was like, ooh, those would be really pretty stitched in variegated flosses. Ooh, those would be really pretty with little faces on the flowers. You know, kawaii. Add a face and a mouth and it's cute. Ooh, that would be cute with a little quote on it. So I started making all these changes and I started stitching. So I have here, and each of these is stitched a little differently. They look the same, but they're actually stitched a little differently than each other. So this one, this is all Mo's cotton floss though. So this pink here is Hope. This blue is Blue Lagoon, and this purple is Cardin. And the green I'm working on the leaves is Han. So my intention is, of course, to finish the flowers, the yellow in the middle, and then I'm going to add little faces. I'm going to do the border on top and bottom, and I'm going to add a quote. I have an idea of what I want to put on there. Not sure if it's going to fit. I have to chart it out first. So I'm not going to tell you. So that's what I worked on for that sale. All right. Cross stitch finish line. I'm working on, I've done a little bit of progress on this. I'm working on the spring quilts from Ursula Michael from the 5 Seasons of Quilts book. There's the chart, or picture of the chart. And it's on 14 count Ada. It's one of my older pieces. So I meant to pull this out on Purple Haze Day, never did, because I've added some more purple. That's all. And then there's my Sing Your Song needle minder from Brenda's Minders. Okay, it's called Brenda's Minders and More. The and symbol, more. Okay, you'll need that because I put a picture up on my on Stitch Mania yesterday of the minders I had just gotten, and a couple of people, I can talk. A couple of people were having trouble finding the group. So it's Brenda's Minders and more. You have to add the and more. I forgot about that because it wasn't and more when I started buying from her. She added that. Okay, for cross stitch it's fun. They were having a Disney sale, so I pulled out my Disney Home Pooh and Friends. I'm doing these 4 cover pieces here, but I'm doing these all on the same fabric. So Santos Rivera. See, this was a real easy one because they're all 4 of them are 56 stitches wide, and 2 of them are 75 inches high and 2 of them are 77 inches high. And you guessed it, I put the 2 75s next to each other and the 2 77s next to each other. And I think I figured I wanted like 2 or 3, or maybe it's 5. I mean, just looking at it, I figured I wanted a little space in between them. So I added the 2 75s, added a 5, added the 2 56s for width, added a 5. And then I did, it's a 75 and a 77, 75 and 77, added my 5, and then added my border, if that makes any sense. So, but that's how I got all 4 of them onto one piece of fabric. But again, they had the same dimensions. So that's why I was able to do that fairly easily, because my OCD let me, because they were all the same numbers. So I think I showed last time the Eeyore I was working on. So I actually worked on 2 other ones. So here's the whole thing. There goes my floss. So that's just white, 14 count white Aida. So yeah, there's 2. There's 2 spaces in between each one, left and right and top and bottom is how that's working. So that's what I did. So, but I worked on, I know on Purple Haze, I worked on Pooh's border. And I think the day before, I had actually worked on Tigger's border there, the green. And you saw the orange for Eeyore. So, I know Piglet will come up for the yellow day, whenever that is. Forget. But, and there's my monorail needle minder from Nifty Needle Nannies. Santa's Village. I'm still plugging along on Santa's house. So I'm not rushing it. I really do think I can get 2 of them done this year. So I'm not in a rush. But I did finally finish the brown on the house. Where are you going? Get back here. My needle's running away. The minder's not doing its job. Anyway, this is 14 count Aida on smoke tone. Big piece. I just went with the directions on the website. Country Cottage Needleworks did all the math for me. So there I finished all the brown on the house. I just need to stitch the snow around the door and down here. But I'm going to try and wait to do the white till the last because I don't want it to get too dirty. And I started stitching Santa. So. Oh, sorry. Minder. There is my Merry Christmas Blingy needle minder from Minding My Minders. Okay. This month, oh, let me get this one. Alright, so also on Purple Haze last month in Stitch Mania, I did work on my start and I worked on Winnie the Pooh. But I also worked on Wizardly from Fiddlesticks on Etsy. So cute. Love it. This is really fun. This is really fun to stitch. I know Adele, hi Adele, had stitched this and added some Krynic, which I'm so going to borrow. She comes up with the best ideas. I borrow a lot of my ideas from her. So I finished, this is 14 count, smoke tone, Aida. But I finished the L, at least the purple part of it. There was a little bit of pink there in the middle. And I started working on the T. And I have my There's No Place Like Home needle minder from Minding My Minders. Nope, that says Follow the Yellow Brick Road. There is one with the same design that says There's No Place Like Home. But I got the Follow the Yellow Brick Road one. I might have a needle minder somewhere that says There's No Place Like Home. That may be what I'm thinking of. Okay. So, this month in Cross Stitch It's Fun. Last month was the Disney sale. This month is Owls. I honestly have no idea how long their sales run. I just work on it for that month because I've got so much other stuff to stitch. So I just try to focus on it for the month. I don't have a picture, do I? No. Okay. Anyway, owls is the theme. I love my owls, you know. So I had several options to go with. But I ultimately chose the Hooties 12 Days of Christmas. Christmas. I love Christmas. So here it is. It's on 18 count. It's folded, in case you couldn't tell. 18 count Aida. And that's where I am. I was stitching on day 1, which I did. I filled in all around the eyes here, and I started actually filling in the eyes. So I got all this done in here. And I have my Gold Owl needle minder from Cassie's Needle Minders. So I'm going to keep working on that. My goal is to finish the first block this month, the first day. Okay, Outlander Stitch Along in Stitch Mania. I'm working on my 2 pieces. Just kind of alternate back and forth between them. Although Scotland has been getting more love lately. Because it's fun. I'm really enjoying stitching it. Having a lot of fun with it. It's kind of funny. This is gray floss, but it looks purple in this weird light I'm sitting in. Anyway, this is Scotland from Tiny Modernist. There it is. So I've gotten a lot done. I stitched up the monster here. I finished the grass. I'm working on the bridge. So I got a lot done. And this was actually part of my haul, but the rest of it needs magnets. But I got my, you really can't see it. Oh my gosh, the light is terrible. You can't see it. It's really nice. I like it. No, okay. It's my Jamie needle minder. And it says some like it, Scott. You can't see it. There's a glare. It's really nice. Anyway, he's guarding my Scotland. See, got my Jamie needle minder. You can see it a little bit. Anyway, that's from True North Needle Minders. I got a couple Outlander ones from her. Anyway, that's one. The other piece I'm working on for Outlander is my Cherished Teddies Around the World. He has not gotten a lot of love lately. I was supposed to work on him yesterday and didn't. Oh well, I'll make up for it. So there he is, and I'm calling him Malcolm. He looks like a Malcolm. And also for Outlander, James Alexander Malcolm Mackenzie Fraser. There it is. I always forget the Alexander part, which is funny because I have an Alexandria. So this is on 28 count Monaco from Mo's sale. Doesn't have a name. Hard to see right now on the fabric, but it actually looks better in person, and when I add the back stitch, it'll really pop. But that's where I am. Still working a little bit on the kilt there, and I've started working on the hat, which is this blob here. Cherished Teddies are one of those, you really don't see it until you add the back stitch. It has a ton of back stitch. So, and I have my sheep needle minder from Nifty Needle Nannies. Okay, what's next? Okay, cross stitch finish line. The March for Mirabilia Sal that I thought was only for 1 month, that one I know now is for the whole year. So I pulled out my Mirabilia, which made me very happy, actually, because I so enjoy stitching on her. I really do. I'm very slow with her. I'm not sure why, but I'm crazy slow when I stitch on her. So she's going to take me forever. But this is Le Nouveau, it's L-E, Nouveau. I'm calling her Elizabeth. I don't know why. She strikes me as an Elizabeth. So this is on 28 count pink Monaco. Got this from eBay. But I did finally finish her hair. I finished all 3 shades of brown in her hair, so everything left in her hair now is beads and Krynic. So, and I've been working on the border. So that's where I am there, and I have my pink wooden Eiffel Tower needle minder from Minding My Minders. So I'll just keep working on her. Keep an eye on my time too. Okay, cross stitch talk. Another group I'm in has a UFO to finish salve for the year. So I'm focusing on my cluttered collection that you've seen a million times because it is my oldest whip. I still love it though. And this is from Cross Country Stitching Magazine, June 2003. And I'm making some decent progress on this. I really am. As floss falls everywhere. I actually finished the top of the cabinet. So, well, okay, I shouldn't say finished because it needs back stitching. I finished the cross stitching. So the next time I work on this, I'm going to have a mad back stitch marathon and back stitch the whole top of this. But I finished the top of the cabinet and I'm still working on this shelf over here. So, but I made some decent progress on this. Quite happy with that. And I have my Pride and Prejudice needle minder that I made myself. Those little book needle minders come from Hobby Lobby. They have a bunch of different designs. Okay. I don't know how that ended up over there. Brooks Books. This is a Stitch Mania sal all year. Totally bombed on my goal of starting and finishing one every month. But that's okay. I'm still going. This one, I don't know why, but because this one was really easy, but it had a lot of buttons. Not buttons, beads. I finished, B is for button and beads. But this has a lot of beads on it. This little dinky thing took me forever to bead. But look at it. It's worth it. It's pretty. It's sparkly. I love it. So I did finish B. And I've made some decent progress on C is for crochet. I finished, no, I had all this done. I stitched the yarn ball over here. So don't think that'll take me too much longer to finish. I say that. There's no beads on this one though. Krynic, which will be exciting because that'll be the first time I actually get to work with Krynic. But no beads. And I have a little flower needle minder that I made myself. I have D started. I have to start E. I'm still trying to start one every month, even if I don't finish one every month. At least I'm trying to start one every month. All right. Heaven and Earth Designs. Challenge number 2 on the new official, it's the new official Heaven and Earth Designs group in Mania. Not Mania, sorry, my mistake. On Facebook. New official Heaven and Earth Designs, as I think is what it's called. The new is very important. I don't know what happened before I came along, but there was something about some other group, and I don't know. I try not to deal with the drama. I try not to. So, speaking of, as my brain picks something out of the air, 2 things. 1, I love y'all to pieces, and I so love that you want to be friends with me on Facebook. I think that's awesome. But I have been getting a lot of friend requests, which is very sweet. I don't accept all friend requests. It is a case-by-case basis. If I know you, if I interact with you frequently, then I'll usually accept your friend request. Otherwise, I don't. And that's not anything personal. Please don't take it personally. I love y'all to pieces. But here's the thing. I don't post on my regular wall. Because I started my Facebook account for stitching reasons only. The only time you'll see me post on my wall is something stitching related. If I'm sharing a post on a sale or a free chart or something, I'll put it up on my wall. But that's it. I don't post on my regular wall. And when I scroll through my feed on my phone, I just want to see the stitching stuff. Not that I don't love you and want to know everything that's going on in your lives. I do. But that's why. If I haven't accepted your friend request, that's why. And then the other thing was, some of you may have noticed I have dropped out of some groups, and that has nothing to do with anyone or anything. I was tired of some of the drama in some of the groups, but I just honestly just kind of pulled out of groups I didn't post on very much. So I really just post now on Stitch Mania. That's my main home. Cross Stitch Talk, Cross Stitch It's Fun, and Cross Stitch Finish Line. All groups are fantastic. I love all my stitchy groups, but those are the 4 I really post to, other than designer specific for minders or fabric or charts or whatever. So just want to throw that in there. I'm about to run out of time, but I got a minute to show you this, and then I will keep recording and do a second video with the rest of my stuff here on the bed. But I'm going to show you this one last thing before my camera cuts me off. You know what? Okay. If you made it to the end of the video, hi! Alright, I'm just going to close the video right now just because I don't want it to kick me off in the middle of talking about this. But I'm only closing out for a second. I'm going to restart with my second video. So I will see y'all in a few minutes, or if you don't have time to watch this today, then, or whenever you're watching it, I'll see you on the next time you watch the next video. So thank you, as always, for your likes and your comments and your questions and your subscribing and your everything. Y'all are fabulous. I love you. So I do have more to show, but it's going to be on the next video. So I will see you in a few minutes, but you may not see me for a little while longer. That makes total sense, right? Bye.